Hello, 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 my beautiful people out there. How y'all doing? As for me, no need in complaining. Of course, it gets your girl nowhere. I want to say welcome to Sunshine on Wheels, the talk show. And tonight we will be presenting a new segment called Talk About It Tuesday with DJ and Kimberly Carter, and of course myself. And this is a segment where we will just talk about anything that's on our minds. It doesn't always have to be about living with a disability. It can also be about able bodied people, relationships, love, depression, mental health, mental illnesses, whatever, cooking, whatever you want to talk about. That's what we're doing here on Tuesday. So, without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started, DJ and Kim, do you have something you want to say?
Hello to all the viewers out there in StreamYard land and comment and share. The only way we get these videos out there is if you comment and share, and if you don't come up and pop up on the show, you're gonna miss a good one.
Mhm.
There we go. Yes, sir. I agree. So, without further ado, the first topic we're going to talk about tonight, which is stop asking for permission to be loved. Now, I'm not in a relationship, so I don't ask for permission from anyone to be loved. I guess I would say that. But also, I would be thinking from it can come from a relationship point of view, it could come from a point of view of family, relationship with family or friends. But we have to learn to stop asking for permission because I know a lot of people may feel as though that they need love, they got to be loved, so hence they go looking for love in all the wrong places, or they decide that they are going to stick around with someone, whether that person is being nice or whether that person is being nasty, but they're going to stick with that person because they want that permission from that person for that person to love them. So, DJ and Kim, how y'all feel about someone, I would say, begging for somebody's permission to love them? How y'all feel about that?
Well, I mean, first off, for me is the ultimate question is, do you love yourself?
Yep.
Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be able to accept the love that someone else gives you because you're always going to feel like you're short of the stick or not good enough or I don't deserve it or they're always nice to me but I always screw up. You got to look in the mirror and like what you see when you get up in the morning. I mean
True.
that's but you've got to understand that there's different types of love and it's also learn how to accept it and know the difference between the fake and the real. Some
Mhm.
people love you because they want to get what you got.
But what
Some
if you
people,
had a
go ahead.
mm-hmm.
What if you had what?
No, I was getting ready to say, what if that person, what if you're in a relationship with someone, like you're saying, some people may be with you because they want something from you. And so you looking at it as love, but they're looking at it as a being, using you. And how can you decipher that when you think it's love?
You got to be with the person long enough to realize the real and the fake.
Yep. Love is blind
Okay,
sometimes.
I'm gonna say this. Eventually, the bullshit gonna come out, and you gonna find out what is and what ain't, because you can't be sunshine and rainbows all the time.
No.
So eventually, the real is gonna come out there some way.
Mhm.
The way they drink their coffee, the way they clean their room, the way they dress, the way they smell, the way they look, something is gonna go somewhere, and you're gonna go, I can't stand this no more, and you're going to realize, why am I in this? Now, if it's real, the person is going to work with you. And if something irritates you, you can talk about it. And love has to blossom. Love doesn't just, oh, it's here.
Love is a
Mm.
two-way street, not a one-way street.
That's true also. And it also depends on, can you receive it? Or have you been hurt so bad that you've forgotten how to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or have you gotten to the point where you feel as though you're just going to settle for whatever you get, and that means you're going to take whatever you get.
Exactly.
So
That's where most of the world is right now. Everybody settle, 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 settle. No, 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 no. This ain't no courtroom lawyer drama. I ain't trying to look. You got to know how good enough you are, and that's why I said in the very beginning, it all comes to you first. How high do you hold yourself up? And I'm not talking about up here on a pedestal where you're number 978,341. I'm talking about in real life. Do you value, do you value yourself enough to go after what you want? I mean, that's the question right there. You could settle. I could go out. Look, I'm gonna put it to you in an analogy you can understand. I can go to Food Line and I can get a quart of milk, right? I sit the quart of milk on the table, 2%, watered down, been sitting there for a little while, or I can go get the milk straight from the cow, get the chocolate powder, put the chocolate powder in there, warm it up, put some hot chocolate in it, put a marshmallow in it, nourish it, stir it around, make a little Hershey bar in there, make it as chocolatey as I want to taste it. And when I tasted it, it blows my mind. You're like, that's what I want. You got to be specific in what you want and what you ask for, what you pray for, what you desire. Most people don't find the love they want because they don't confess it. They're too afraid to feel it because it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. Trust me, we done broke up 7 times before we got together for the final time and got married and put a ring on it. Shoot. I know it's hard.
Uh-oh.
But an M&M candy is hard too. You got to bite through the nut to get to the middle.
I only know the milk chocolate part. Sorry.
Well, you got to bite through the chocolate then.
Yeah, to get to the nut. Absolutely. But I think for some people, DJ and Kim, some people, I want to say, let's just point out some that's in a disability community. You may have some that settle because they're afraid because of the situation that they're in, living with a disability. And then you may have an able-bodied person that's going to settle because they're afraid that no one may not want them because they feel as though that they don't look the part that they supposed to look in order to be with someone to love them, or they may have 6 or 8 children and afraid to leave that relationship because they don't think anyone would want them because they have all those children. But what I don't understand is do not set yourself up to be let down by someone else. And you don't need no permission to be loved by someone that's hurting you, that's dragging you down to the ground, making you feel less than. And don't think because you live with a disability, you can't be loved. Or don't think because you have 8 children, you can't be loved. Or don't think because your body not shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle, you can't be loved. It's people out there for you. You just got to take your time.
Okay, but let me stop you on 3 points you just made. The key word there is they've lived in it so long and they've lived with it so long that they've gotten used to where they are. They're in the situation they're in and they don't think that there's anything better because they've already settled and said, well, this is what I'm going to get because I got my disability, because I got my children's, because my left boob hangs lower than my right boob and my right butt cheek hangs lower than my left butt cheek. I done messed it up. I can't get it even, so ain't nobody going to love me. Look, the key thing here is, I can laugh about it a little bit, but
there's no such thing as a perfect person, though.
Exactly. There's no such thing as a perfect person. we're all made the way we are, and we all got gaps and flaws and gashes and scars and problems. It's when we realize, and again, I say this, that we, starting with the person that's in the relationship that's being abused, that's being mistreated, that's being lied to, that's not love, that's lies. That's different. Love and lies is different.
Mm-hmm.
When you realize that's not love, I don't care how many kids you got. You don't have to stay in a relationship that's abusive and disrespectful because you got 8 kids. I don't care if you got 12 kids. I don't care if you got a football team. Doesn't matter how many you got. You got to be able to realize this is not for me. Because if you don't, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're putting your children in a toxic situation and teaching them not to fight for what they believe in because of everything that goes on. Once you start fighting and once you start realizing, I had me a Pinto, but now I got a Ferrari and I went after something that I want and I desired, that's different because you're going after what you believe you should have. But don't sell yourself short on love. A lot of people sell themselves short on love. Well, I can only go here when what I want's up here. No. I've been in 7, 8, 9, 12, 15. I don't know how many relationships I've been. I've been in enough. But see what you learn is, and the reason I say that, somebody said, "Oh, well, you just a woman now." No, I'm not. I love with all I can, and I love with my whole heart. But it prepares you. Each relationship that doesn't work prepares you for the next one, and you learn how to build on that foundation of. Now, I'm not talking about contrast and compare. No, you kill yourself doing that. Well, she used to do this just like you do, and all that. No, you can't.
That at one point.
Everybody does it because when you've been hurt so many times, that's all you can do. That's all you know. Got my glasses crooked.
But that's got to make the other person feel bad. That's got to make the other person feel some type of way.
Right. It does. But once they realize that you're only doing it out of hurt and what you've been through, and it's not directed at them, and that's where the communication has to come in. Look, I've got to work on that part of myself. I have to work on that hurt part of myself. The open hole that I have is from this, and this. That doesn't affect you. You're different. Every relationship that you're in is different. Not necessarily better, not necessarily worse. It's more of what does this person bring to the table, and each individual relationship you got to find out.
Now, my thing is, all right, so you made some interesting points there. After a person has decided to state, okay, I have this issue, I got this going on, I'm afraid because I've been down this road before and I don't want to be hurt again. How about you, that person with all those things going on, tell the partner, the person they're in that relationship with, let me pause for a minute. Can we take a break so that I can work on me so that I will not bring all of that bad baggage into what we have going on now? Do you think that you will be able to wait for me so that I can work on myself so that I could be a better person, not only for me, but for you too? Why don't people do that anymore?
Ask Kim that very same question. Let Kim handle that one because she can.
Now, why? Hold up. Before Kim answer, why would we be asking Kim this question? Kim, have you experienced this before? It's okay. Let's talk about it. Talk about it. This is what we're here for, Kim. We're here to talk about it. Because I feel as though if that person really loves you, then he wait for you. He or she is going to be there for you. He or she will keep that spot open for you because they know that you're getting yourself together. You learning you again. You getting to be better for not only yourself but for no. So, Kim, answer. What happened? What's going on?
I realize DJ is my number one, and excuse my French, fuck everybody else.
No, you got to be a little more. You got to be a little more
Nope,
detailed.
Okay.
All right. Can you? Do you want me to tell it?
No, maybe.
Tell it. Tell it.
No,
Go
Oh
ahead.
Lord, hold on. Is he gonna sleep on the couch tonight?
No,
Somebody
no,
gonna sleep on the couch tonight, and I think it's you, DJ.
It's not that. It's not that at all. Kim made a mistake, and early in our don't pick your nails. Early.
I'm not picking my nails. I'm trying not
Oh, early in our relationship, there was a point where I said something, and I said something like this.
And I took it literally.
If you think the grass is greener on the other side, go check.
Okay.
I said because
Okay.
you're not gonna find anybody like me out there.
Which I did.
Okay. And I said if you want to go, you can. I didn't want her to go, but I gave her the opportunity. She needed to find herself because she was insecure about what she really felt. She didn't know at that point if I was the guy she thought I was. And she dated somebody who shall remain nameless. Almost said his name right there. God dang. And dated him for a year. And he took something very valuable from her that I wanted first, and it crushed me to the point where I was like, "Oh, he done took that. I don't know. I'm still here." And it was the thing that I had to learn. Look, she did it. She came back on her own. She left me 4 voicemails. She left me text messages. I had a block, and she said, "Look, can we talk about this? I'm really messed up. You were the one I was supposed to be with in the first place. Can we talk about it?" And I was stubborn and angry and mad because I was hurt, but I had to go through all the crying and snotting and all this. You did that to me, blah, blah, thought he was better than I was, did like you had filet mignon steak.
But it doesn't matter what the excuse my language, the past brought. I got what I want anyway in my future and my present. So, like I said, forget everything that happened in the past. As long as we communicate, we work on ourselves, we do what we got to do. Anyway, I married this guy, so that should tell everything at the end anyway.
Right. So in the end, but again, she had to realize where she was at the time and why she did what she did. Relationship people that love each other are going to make mistakes. They're going to fight. They're going to say things they shouldn't. They're going to do things they shouldn't. And they're going to, when you get to a point of you're tired and you can't solve it, you may take a break or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 7. But eventually you ask yourself this question: What is bringing me back to this girl? Why do I keep wanting to talk? Why is she on my mind? When she was gone,
you like the white chocolateness of that I have to give you.
When she was gone, all I could think about is, why did she leave me? When she was gone, why did she go? I didn't want her to go. I wish she was here.
Well, also you had your ex-wife living here too, so that's another thing. Why
but see, that was right. But that again was before. That was before Emily. That was before Emily. That was early in our. But the thing about it is, once we figured out what she really wanted, and once I got past the hurt, and we were able to talk about it and be civil about it and say, listen, I did this because this happened, because love is a funny thing. Love is
There's
blind.
a thin line between hate and love.
There's love is blind. Love is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Love is deceitful. Love is incorrigible. Love is masterful.
Yeah.
Love is all of these things. But what you've got to realize is when it's true love, I have 3 questions that I bring to the table every time. Every time.
Okay.
And if you can get past this 3rd question, she's not for you. But if you can't, she's the one. Number 1, do they make you happy? Okay, that's number 1.
Yeah.
Do they make you happy? Happiness is important on your part and their part. I didn't say her. I didn't say he. I said there. Whatever you like, whatever floats your boat, whatever puts mustard on your hot dog, if you eat it that way. Number 2, what do they bring to the table? Okay. Now this is going to touch on a couple of things that you hit on earlier. What kind of baggage do they have?
Okay.
Children. What's their past? Do they carry 9 pounds of cocaine and drug addiction? And what are you willing to deal with? What are you willing to take on? Are you going to take on their so-called baggage? Can you help them carry what they carry already? That's an important question. If you say yes to that, you're going to ask yourself the most important question of all, and this is what put the ring on it right here. Can I live without them?
No.
And the answer to that question was no. As much as I tried to figure I don't want to talk to her no more, she made me mad. Every night I would lay there and I would go, why is my life so empty? It was because she wasn't in it.
But DJ, I have to say, some people won't do this. Not to cut you off, but you may have some people that feel as though that they don't want to wait, like you waited. And they don't realize that if this is someone that you love, if this is someone that you want to be with, if this is someone that you trust, then you are going to do your part, support them in whatever it is that they need to do for themselves, their self, at their time, so that when you two do come together, everything will work out for both of you together. Why can't people wait for that?
That's why I said at the beginning, that's a great question. You have to learn how. They can't wait because everybody wants it right now. Now. Fast food. Gimme.
Love.
I want that euphoric. I want that love making. I want the room shaking. I want the par baking. I want all of it right now. When it's important to you.
But what you gonna do when you didn't hit that phase and you got all the microwave loving all in the beginning, but now you're a year after all the microwave love? What do you do then?
Okay, you realize, and that's a great question because I've been through that. You think you've got it figured out. You think you've got the answers to all the questions. But what you're really doing is sitting there doing this, rocking back and forth, sucking your thumb, looking in the mirror, going, why did she leave me? I can't figure it out. It's my fault, blah, blah, blah. And you're going through all that rigmarole again, blaming yourself. And you're singing all by myself. Don't want to be, you just going through the whole rigmarole. But what you're doing is you're fast pacing it because you want it so badly, but that's not what you want. That's short-term spark. What you want is long-time love. I would rather have long-time love with this one, although the short-term spark is fun. Sometimes you got to put the sparkler down and you got to build the fire. You got to make it last. You got to make it work. You got to make it burn. You got to make it last a long time because you have to add to it. If you don't nurture your fire, if you don't nurture what makes you love each other, if you don't nurture each other in itself, You're not going to learn about each other. You're not going to understand, and it's going to get cold and stale and lifeless. And most of all, if God
Yes.
ain't in it, it ain't going to go nowhere in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
That part right there, if you don't put him first, and if you don't work on yourself first, don't be going anywhere else. Work on you
Mm.
and put him first. That's it, and that's all, if you ask me. But sometimes people feel as though that's hard to do.
See,
Why do people feel as though they're going to miss out on something
because they
if
got
they're
to
not
work
in
at it.
this?
See, people want convenience. They want it easy. Most people in the world, man, why is my life like this? Because you've been sitting there doing the same damn thing over and over and over again, and it ain't changed. The definition of insanity is doing the same
Amen.
thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. You know what makes you different,
And you're
Shana?
not going to get anything different.
I'm gonna say something, and I want you to listen to this. You always wear different hats.
Mm-hmm.
You always wear different hats. You're a mom, a talk show host. You cook.
Yeah.
You've been married before. You've been in a relationship before. You've gone down the
I ain't been
abusive.
married. I ain't been married.
Oh,
I ain't been
you
married,
haven't.
TJ. I ain't been
But you
married.
but you
No.
have been in a relationship before where you've had children. So so
But
it
okay, now, DJ, I gotta tell you something. We can't really consider them relationships because once I found out I'm pregnant, I leave, which is
but
strange. And my grandmother said that was unusual. So yeah.
but it may be unusual, but for you, I think it was what you felt in your heart that you needed to do, and you love yourself enough to understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And when people get
Mm-hmm.
when people get into a situation where they start figuring themselves out, and we've talked a little bit about this, then you can move on and start worrying about loving somebody else. And I know I said learn how
Yeah.
to love yourself first. That's a big statement. Kim was so down on herself when I first met her. Oh my God. It was like
Mm.
I wanted to just take her by a leg and go like because she didn't realize how wonderful she was. And I'm not talking about
Mm-hmm.
the cocky, oh my God, she looks good, she's hot. That all that is part of it. The
Thank
wonderful,
you.
the one you're welcome. The wonderfulness of it is understanding the person inside and out, seeing her at her worst point and seeing her at her best point. She has seen me
Yeah.
happy. She's seen me sad. She's seen me balls to the wall angry. She's seen me on fire. She's seen me,
But that's you every day on fire because you're so hot.
but see, it's the little things like that. People don't understand
Oh my.
why we talk like that. We lift each other up. So many relationships, they yell back and forth and they get in a fight and they forget how to communicate
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
we've been down that road too.
to where when I walk away, she wondered why I walked away. It was to get time
Mm.
to let myself breathe. Sometimes you got to breathe and you got to take a minute. You chase after me, I'm going to snap. Let me have my time. Let me
Right.
come back in. Let me get myself together because I'm working on me. Now, if you don't tell her that, she's not going to know and she's going to follow you. Like, where are you going? You leaving just like he did? And
Mm.
one of the worst things you can do is throw a past relationship in somebody's face.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And
Because,
comparison.
right, because that's all you know how to do. In the 8 relationships I've been in, 7 of them took me down the wrong road. And I've been in long relationships, 7 years, 8 years,
Okay.
6 years, 4 years. I've invested
Mm-hmm.
time, money, but
And I'm not the type of person that wants that. I don't want money. I don't want any of that. No. I don't give a crap about none of that. And people look at me like, but you're a female. Good point.
Kim is very simple to please.
Oh, but you're not materialistic.
Right,
You're not
right.
No,
That's
materialistic.
that's
You
that's it
you
right
love
there.
the person you're with.
Now there are
Yeah,
certain
you're not
things she wants.
materialistic. Yeah.
There are certain things she wants.
like a milkshake.
She will want a milkshake, and when she wants her sweets, she's like, babe, 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 I'm craving, babe. I'm like, girl,
But it's far in between.
but it's super simple. Our When you can
Yeah.
break a relationship down to its simplest form, it's two things. It's good
Hmm.
communication is one, and it's
Yes.
applying that good communication in everything you do.
Hmm.
Kim has heard me say this probably a
Hmm.
million and one times. If you don't apply it, it's not going to work.
Yep.
Yep.
People think that their family run.
Can't see.
People think that they're not talking to my hands. Sorry. People think that they run their family runs their relationship. What would my mom do? What would my
Hmm.
cousin do? What would my auntie do? I gotta call my sister and tell everybody. Look, you want to get yourself in trouble? Get your family involved in your mess. That right there will
Yeah.
drag you down faster than a dead walrus on your butt. I'm telling you, it'll weigh your relationship down. A dead walrus on your butt. Yes, I said it. They weigh like 3,000 pounds. Them big boys are huge. And it's too many hands in the cookie jar trying to solve something that they don't need to solve. Why? Why?
Yes. Yes.
Why is your mother, for example, why is your mother trying to fix something we got to work on? Why is
Hmm.
Auntie J over there trying to tell you to leave me when she don't understand the situation?
Hmm.
But
Because
how can these people tell you what to do when half of 9 times out of 10 their relationships are messed up, their lives are messed up?
see,
How
that's
can you
the
tell me what to do if you're
mhm,
messed up?
that's the point right there. You can't take a negative
And make it a positive.
and make it a positive in your relationship when it's negative both ways. If you want to talk to me as an adult and you want an honest, you can ask me. Shana can ask me any question live on the air, and I will answer it beyond a shadow. I don't care what the question is. I'm an
Hmm.
honest man. Now, I'm not going to say I've never lied before, but lying in a relationship will destroy it. Lying, it
Oh yeah,
lying in general.
lying in
I,
a
I,
relationship, yes,
whew,
and that destroys.
I tell you one thing.
It destroys lying in a relationship. It
Will mess
sinks
up.
it, and
that
allowing other people into your relationship that sinks it. And then
because
you don't
what
know if the people that's giving you this advice.
right, right, and they're trying to take control of your relationship and work it for you, and they ain't got one. How the hell you know what I got and you ain't
Mm.
got one?
Hmm.
Somebody
Or
just
could it be jealousy?
it could
It
be,
could be.
it could be that's part of it. But I tell you, there's two things I can't stand: my allergic reaction to gravity and lying. That's the two things I can't stand. That's it. Because when you have to lie to make it work, it ain't worth it. Your truth ain't worth nothing. See, and when you
That's
scale it
right.
back, you lie so much you don't forgot what you told. You done convinced yourself.
That's
I
true.
you can convince yourself of a lie. You lie so much.
Hmm. That's
Hmm.
true. Absolutely. But I mean, sometimes us in relationships have to learn to allow people to don't let any others in our relationships. Two, you don't know if there's jealousy there. You don't know if that person wants to be in your shoes. So they're going to try to remove you from that equation and add themselves into it. And then three, you don't know. what that person is going through, although they may be coming from love, because sometimes some things could be going wrong in other people's lives, and they feel as though if I can be distracted by going over there and butting in that relationship. So I say this: mind your business. Don't tell anyone about your relationship and what you have going on in your relationship. Two, don't look for love in all the wrong places. Three, don't stay because you feel as though you can't have anything else. And three, have patience and wait on that client. I'm not
Mhm.
client, golly. Wait on your partner. Just wait and have patience. If your partner needs time, then wait and
All
be
right.
there for them when they're ready.
There's two things I want to say to that. Because you said something kind of
Okay.
that went by the wayside a little bit, but it was a really good point. Sometimes friends will see something that in a relationship, as I said, love is blind. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you have a person that you talk to when you don't have a counselor or you don't, have somebody that you're set up with, and you go out and you talk to them and they'll say, I'm seeing this. But you try to defend it. Don't don't
Mm-hmm.
don't defend what they see. Explain it.
Yes.
Don't defend it. You don't need to defend it.
Yes.
It's your relationship,
That's
not
right.
theirs. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say something, and I don't mean to be an ass when I say this, okay? But a word's gonna come out
Okay.
that y'all ain't used to. If they're not financing you, feeding you,
And fucking you.
or fucking you, they don't matter.
Oh, okay. Right now.
And I'm being real because so many people,
And our best friend taught us that.
uh, so many people want the opinion. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Stop looking to
Mm-hmm.
others to work out your stuff.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
and I'm
I
not, I'm
agree
not,
with you 100%. And
I'm not,
before
I'm
I
not,
let you all, yes.
I'm not getting mad at you. I'm
No,
not
go
getting
ahead.
mad at you. I'm just saying, when you got something to work on and you're looking for everybody else to fix it, and they don't give you the same advice three different ways, and you can't see the advice they giving you, it's not a them problem. It's
It's
a
a
you
you
problem.
problem.
Mm,
And
absolutely.
let me
There it
say this,
is. Now,
guys.
before we, go ahead. Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shane. I didn't know you
Go
were
ahead.
trying to. It's okay to have an issue that you got to work on. Don't think because you got, I don't care if it's a drug addiction. I don't care if it's drinking too much. I don't care if it's sleeping around. I don't care what your issue is. Everybody's got issues, but you
Yes,
gotta take the
we
time to
all
get it
do.
right.
Mm-hmm.
We've been going 38 minutes, 38 minutes.
Keywords, take the time.
You got to take the time to get it right. It doesn't matter what the issue is.
Yep.
Everybody's got a problem
Mm-hmm.
that they deal with. It doesn't matter if it's a disability. It doesn't matter if it's a mental issue, a physical issue, a disease, an eating disorder, a mental disorder. It doesn't matter what it is. Everybody has issues they have to deal with every day. When they deal with those issues, it it is what it is.
Yeah, and just deal with. Take the time to work on you and love you first before you get out
Mm-hmm.
here and love someone else.
Mm.
And if you are in love with someone else, and if that person say they need time, they need a break, let them have that time in that break. And let them get themselves together. And then when you all come back together, it'll be okay. And we have here, we got great wisdom, DJ. Thanks.
Mm. You're welcome. I will say to what Shana said.
Oh,
If they
that's from
take
Jeffrey.
to yeah, oh yeah, I see that. If you take the time and let them go, if you're meant to be together, they will come back to you. Don't be afraid of that.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid of that.
Don't, don't. Well, you all, we're going to stick a pin in it. We're not going to say period, but we're going to stick a pin in it on this episode of Talk About It Tuesday. We will be back, not this Tuesday coming, but the following Tuesday. And of course, I'm going to have the flyer printed. Well, I'll post the flyer on all our social media sites so you all will be able to catch us on the next show. Now, if you would like to watch the replay of this, you can find it on YouTube at lifeofsunshineonwheels.com. And if you are in the Michigan area, this will be playing Thursday on Channel 25. Yes. So,
I thought it
DJ
was
and Kim,
29.
before we go,
I thought it was
20. You got it. 29. You got it. Sorry, Channel 29. If you're in Detroit, Michigan, well, any Michigan area. Yeah, any Michigan area, you'll be able to watch this on Channel 29. Now, DJ and Kim, before we go, do you have something you want to say?
I'll close with this. We've talked about, love yourself first and take your time. When you write down what you want, write down what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Put it somewhere that you can see it and read it every day. What kind of girl interests you that you have? Pray about it. Seek it. See if it's what you really want. What makes you want it? How tall is she? What's she look like? What are her interests? What makes her happy? What makes her angry?
Yep, definitely.
Write down what you want and be specific. Because if you know what you want, but don't isolate it, because sometimes the package that you don't see is the one you don't know about. You have to give people a chance. Don't think that they're going to be just like what you've had until you get to know them as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Because each relationship that you're in
is different from the other.
Is different. It's unique. It's a chance for a new start for them and you. And sometimes it's not about finding the relationship, it's about finding yourself.
Amen to that.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. And don't jump into something because you feel like you gotta settle for this.
Mm-hmm. You've been tired of being alone.
Just
mm-hmm.
because.
I did that.
Yeah, don't settle just because he got muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, don't settle. Please don't settle. Whatever you do not settle for less than what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, I'll tell you all good night. We'll be back very, very soon with more to talk about. All right, y'all. Thank you and have a good night.
You too. Good night.
Night.
Night. Bye.